Welcome back to the ZX channel. To the Hbar holders, let's take a look at what's happening with Hbar as we are going into Wednesday morning. If we're looking across the board, we're seeing some, green across the board. Again, I'm sure no one's really complaining at this because, Bitcoin did see a little bit of a bounce. And again, I did make a market analysis update. If you did watch that, you guys know what's going on. If not, we're going to be taking a closer look and see what's happening, and specifically talking about Hbar. HBAR price up 2.8% right now, but again, on the weekly time frame, still down quite substantially, as you could see for yourself. But the price is back up to 15 cents, as you could see for yourself. Also up about 2.4% on the Bitcoin side of things. The market cap 6.35 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at only about $216 million. That's something I want to point out here, and something you want to be paying very close attention to. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, let's start off by taking a look at the dominance. Of course, as you guys know, it's not a crypto ZX update unless we don't talk about the dominance. You can see we obviously came down to 58.8% last night, and we picked up as we started Tuesday. And you can see, since then we are, pretty much making our way back down once again. And again, you want to continuously see the dominance, pulling down. But Bitcoin is something we want to be just, focusing on very, very closely right now. Because again, Bitcoin is a leading indicator of the market, and you just cannot ignore what Bitcoin does. And you can see for yourself right now, Bitcoin is seeing some interesting things happening. And let me show you what I mean by that. Let's take a look at it on an hourly time frame. So see for yourself. Obviously, we know, Bitcoin's price was sitting at about $89,000 yesterday. We, saw quite a nice bounce up to 93,800. Got rejected at a support, which we can clearly see this line that I've drawn for you guys. That exact level played as a resistance. We got rejected. The price of Bitcoin made its way down to $90,000, and you can see for yourself. We saw a massive wick right away. If you want to put this into perspective, we saw Bitcoin bouncing 2.2% instantly. This literally happened, 2 hours back, and you saw this green candle forming quite fast. And that should tell you that, this could be maybe due to some market makers stepping in. But ultimately, this price, I think, is still headed back towards the downside. We literally retested 90K just not too long ago. And I still am sensing a lot of weakness on Bitcoin side, and I'm still projecting, us to fill the $86,000 level that I'm talking about. But let's take a closer look and see what's happening with our good old friend HBAR. So, as far as HBAR's price is concerned, you can see for yourself. Like I said, Bitcoin did see a bounce, and of course, that's going to have an impact on HBAR as well. So let's go down to yesterday's price. You can see for yourself, we came down to 14 cents, 14.2 cents to be exact. If you were able to see anyone that maybe swing traded this, you did see H bar go up 7.4%. So, quite a nice bounce in comparison to Bitcoin. And it's actually outpacing BTC right now. But again, with that being said, we also need to understand the H bar retraced much more compared to BTC. So when it comes to the complete opposite, when it comes to market shifting towards the upside, you do tend to see altcoins also outpacing BTC. But with that said, of course, a 7.4% move towards the upside. Wouldn't even be surprised if, H bar price could push back up to the 15.5 cents level. That would be obviously very nice to see. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, that itself is still a move of about 4.5%. But again, we need to not ignore Bitcoin, because Bitcoin literally just the last 2 hours ago was retesting $90,000, and that's just giving me more, confidence that we are headed down to that key range, which will fill and obviously complete this wave that we're in for Bitcoin. And that obviously is going to have an impact on altcoins. So again, the opportunity I'm sorry, not the opportunity, the chance of HBAR retracing back down to some of these key levels that we have discussed, of course, pretty much retesting the 14 cents price point. Again, a level that is the next support line, which now is about a 6% pullback. It's still on the table, and something we want to kind of keep in mind. We're still, not in the safe end of the spectrum, mainly due to BTC. Bitcoin still showing quite a bit of weakness. So we got to take it one step at a time. As of now, of course, we could kind of take away that, we did see about an 8% move for HBAR. But again, I still think, the door is open for us to retest, the 14 cents price point, and potentially go even lower than that and start heading to the 78.6 key support line. line. So again, we're still below the key resistance. That itself should tell you, and the 24-hour trading volume for HBAR is also quite low. The volume being low always isn't a bearish thing, especially if the price is maintaining itself, and obviously, reacting to the broader market. And in this case, HBAR definitely did. It's not that, HBAR price stayed stagnant around 14 cents. That's definitely not the case. We did see about an 8% move towards the upside, but again, we still need to be looking for more confirmation. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you so much for the support. We'll see you later in crypto, ZX and peace.